Hi everybody. So in this video we're going to be talking about applying what we've learned the last couple videos about writing equations of lines to word problems. Alright, and actually in this video you're going to be using your binders, and this page is page 125. So pause the video, and if you're not at that page already, take a moment to get there. And at the top of the page, let's write in these three forms here. So just a quick review: slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And standard form is ax plus by equals c. Let's fix that one there. Okay. So when we do problems that are word problems, what we're really trying to do is, in that problem, we're going to translate into one of the three forms. So if we're in slope-intercept form, okay, what we're going to look for is a rate, which is the slope. And we're going to look for a beginning value, which is the y-intercept. Okay, that's for slope-intercept form. Essentially, we're looking for those two pieces of information that fit right into the equation. All right, and so you kind of look for, and here you actually see that right here, we're looking for the slope and the y-intercept. So when you see words like per, each, every, that represents a slope. And you see something like an initial fee, a starting cost, a one-time fee, a flat rate, those things represent a y-intercept. Okay, for these problems, our x value is typically going to represent a time, months, number of months or years, and y is typically going to represent a dollar amount. Okay. Standard form, sometimes we'll get some problems there. We'll write an equation in standard form. All right, and this is usually used when we're given two items with different prices. So like hot dogs cost $2 and French fries cost $1.50. Okay, that type of situation would be to use standard form, and usually x represents either the number or cost of the first item, and y is the number or the cost of the second item. And then finally, point-slope form. Right? This one's definitely rarer, but we will use it sometimes. Okay, and similar to slope-intercept, x is usually going to be a time value, number of months or years. Okay. And then y is typically going to be a cost, amount. Okay. But this is used when we're given a slope, so we're given a rate, but we're also given information at a specific time that's not a starting point. Or sometimes they give you just two different data points. So I'm going to call this rate plus a data point. The pen's not working very well today. Data point. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at a couple examples. Again, we're trying to figure out which form we should use. So Becky decides to join Lifetime Fitness for an initiation fee of $150, and the monthly membership fee is $75 per month. All right, so what I hope jumps out at you is that $75 per month, that we call as a rate. That's going to be our slope. So I'm going to say rate equals m. Right, and an initiation fee, that's a y-intercept, because that's the beginning amount. Anytime that's an initial, a beginning amount. So right away I can write this nice easy equation: y equals 75x, because that's my slope, is 75 plus 150. Now when I do this, I need to, it's a word problem. We've done this in the past. You have to define your variables. So I've got to say x equals number of months, M-O-N-T, number of months, and y equals total cost. Okay. So now I've got my equation. Y equals 75x plus 150. How much does it cost to be a member for 1 year? Which is 12 months. So remember, x stands for months. I plug in for x. I plug in 12. So 75 times 12 plus 150. And you take out your calculator and you do 75 times 12. And you get 900 plus 150 is $1,050 for 12 months. All right, and part C says if Becky only had $2,000 to spend, how many months? How many months? So that means I'm trying to find out what X equals. So that means $2,000 represents the Y value, the total cost. So I go 2,000 equals 75x plus 150 using that equation. Subtract 150. So I get 1850 equals 75x. And then I'm going to divide 1850 divided by 75. And I get that x is about 24.7. Okay, which means she's not going to be able to pay for that full 25th month, so that means she can belong for 24 months. 24 months. With $2,000. Okay. Apologize, I don't have the normal iPad that I use for the video, so the handwriting is way worse. Okay, so I'm going to leave 2 for you guys to do. Let's skip ahead to number 3. Okay. You won $500,000 playing the lottery. Congratulations. You plan on spending $7,500 of your winnings per month. Okay. Well, once again, I've got a per month number there. That's a rate. That's going to be slope. Okay. And $500,000, that's how much I'm going to start with. Once I win the lottery, that's my beginning amount. So that's my y-intercept. That's not a very good y. Let me fix that. Y-intercept. That's better. All right, so that's my y-intercept, which means, write an equation. This is easy, but how much what's happening with the $7,500 per month? It's not going up, it's going down. Okay, so my equation has to be y equals negative 7,500 x plus 500,000. Okay. All right. For part B, I'm going to let you solve this on your own, but how much money will you have if you run out of money? You'll have 0. So that's going to mean I plug in 0 for y, and I solve for x. It says after how many months, so that means, again, I don't know what x is in this problem. So I'm going to go 0 equals negative 7,500 x plus 500,000. Okay. I have to find my variables. X equals number of months. Y equals amount of money. Okay. All right. Let's skip 4. Oh, there's 2 4s. Okay. Let's look at the second number 4. Okay. Mario is mountain climbing. After 2 hours, he is at a height of 200 feet. After 4, he is at a height of 800 feet. Okay. Neither of those is a rate. Those are both data points. Okay. Data points. Okay, data points. So what that means is you have to kind of translate these into ordered pairs. So my first ordered pair is that after 2 hours, he was at 200 feet. And after 4 hours, he was at 800 feet. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to find a slope. So I say m equals 800 minus 200 over 4 minus 2. That's 600 over 2, which is 300. So my slope is 300, and I have 2 points I can use. So I could write, you could use either point, and I'm going to use point slope form. So I'm going to write y, I'll use the first one, y minus 200 equals 300 times x minus 2. That's a minus in there. Okay. I used point slope form because I had 2 data points. All right. The rest of these problems I want you to try on your own as the classwork. Okay. And I'll make sure the answers get posted and we'll talk about these in class. All right. Final reminder, again, we're looking for the information in these 3 forms. So we've got slope-intercept form. If the problem gives you a rate and a beginning amount, we use slope-intercept form. Point slope form, if they give you 2 data points, like the problem we just did, or a slope plus 1 data point. All right. And then standard form, we'll practice that in class. It wasn't really in the video, but standard form is if I give you 2 different items with different prices. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching.